You guys want to talk about my OK4 knife from Hultafors? Of course you do, but don't worry, we're going to be quick. Comes on a card like this. Yes, I own a couple of them. That's the back of the card. Now, in a world where most budget bushcraft knives are Moras, and with good reason, they're great knives. I have several. This happens to be my Mora Bushcraft Triflex. You may be asking yourself, why buy something like this? Well, there's one really important reason. We're going to get to it in just a couple minutes. But first, you probably want to know if it batons. This is the lightest possible little dead twig I could find, so don't hold it against the knife. So yes, it can baton. If it can make fire sticks, well, it can make curls. The problem is, can I? And of course, I'm not a bushcrafter, so you get what you get with that. If it can scrape a ferro rod, of course it can strike a ferro rod. Oh, Chinese smoke, chemicals. Now, what's really cool about the sheath, it's got a place for the ferro rod. Of course, you want to use your shot cord to go around there. The innovative feature here is you can undo this. Stay there. Okay. Pop this out, slide this off. Now, this part right here, I think a lot of European tradesmen have uniforms that have buttons on it. You can clip it right on your uniform, your work pants, what have you. Okay. That's what the rest of it looks like. So pretty innovative. You can fit a huge belt through there if you have to. And then that slides it all up on there. Just lock this back down. All right. So, boom, boom, good to go. Won't shake out. So pretty cool. Pretty innovative sheath. This handle is fantastic. I wear a size 10 glove, so basically medium to large size hands. Compared to all the Moras I have, and the other fixed blade that I use a lot are different size Essies, but this handle probably trumps them all. I don't know if that's a huge difference to anybody, but not that the other handles are bad. Oh, I forgot to mention, the tang on these goes about halfway on most Moras. This one, I know that there's Moras where they're full tang, but the one on this goes about 5/8 of the way through, so theoretically a little stronger. This knife runs anywhere from $13 to $15 in the EU. Here in America, it's a little hard to find. I saw it at Blade HQ for around $30. And I saw it at some other place for like $45, which is starting to get pretty outrageous. I mean, basically, it's just another value-oriented bushcraft knife. Now, if you're like me and you hang out at cool forums where you have lots of invisible friends, you can put together a small group buy and have one of your buddies from Europe mail 4, 5, 6, 800 of these, whatever the number is, over here. It's more economical, and once one guy has them, he could pass them around, and it's cheaper to go shipping here in the US from state to state. So I paid under 20 bucks for these knives, the two that I have. The other guys that I went in with, they paid a little bit more because I had to ship the knives to them. I hope they're enjoying their knives. I'd also like to thank the guy who sent me these. He knows who he is, and that's that. So yeah, fantastic knife. I should also say that I used this knife all summer. While I don't bushcraft per se, I do make a lot of fires in the backyard with my kids. My kids make a lot of fires. We used it RVing for making fires. So it's got a fair amount of use. If you look at the blade, this is the one I use. The other one's brand new that I showed. So what's the real reason you would buy this over a Mora? And there's really only one answer to that question. And the fact of the matter is, it's that it's not a Mora. You hang around with other guys and they all have Moras and you whip this out. Pretty cool, right? So if you're the kind of guy who wants to buy a Honda instead of a Mazda, this probably isn't your knife. But if you want something a little different that not everybody else has, especially here in the States, buying the Swedish Hultafors OK4 as your bushcraft knife might be the way to go. Other than that, there's no real difference. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you guys found it interesting. If you can lay your hands on one of these, well worth it. Well worth it.